Ooh, man, thank you for coming, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
If I am rusty and asking stupid ass question, bro, please check
No,
me.
you good. You good. Don't even worry. Sometimes stupid questions lead to some smart thoughts, so I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
even.
yeah. So yeah, man, thank you for coming, man. Usually for everybody's first episode, I try to get into the background, and then we just go from there. So we're
All right.
basically literally going from A to Z,
Right, right,
man.
right. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
title, inshallah.
yeah. Thank you, man. Definitely shout out Vic Rivera for coming up with that. Yeah. So first off, let's start off with where were you born, man?
I was born right here, Rockford, Illinois,
Yeah.
right at Rockford Memorial.
Oh shit. What side did you grow up on?
Well, really, so when I was little, grew up like around here. So,
Yeah.
grew up like on Ninth Street. Not grew up on Ninth Street, but when I was little, we was at Ninth Street, and then
Yeah.
my parents had got divorced,
Oh shit.
and then I was living with my mom. We had eventually moved up to McChesney when I was like 6 or 7,
Okay.
and then I was there till like high school. And then my mom moved all the way up to like Roscoe when I went to high school. So I
Oh
just ended
shit.
up going to Hano and was like not messing with nothing there. And it was like
Yeah.
started doing terrible in school because I was just still fucking around with my friends I already had down here. So it was
Yeah.
like I don't know. It was just a weird transition, but yeah.
And what came first, man? Music or rapping? Well, I mean, engineering or rapping?
Man, well, I like the first version of the question because music definitely came first. I
Yeah.
really started playing drums when I was like 5.
Oh shit.
Started playing guitar when I was like 6 because my dad played guitar, so it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
a natural transition for me a little bit. But yeah, then around like 10 is when I started figuring out how to use Logic and stuff because my dad had it on his computer, so I
Yeah.
started recording myself playing guitar and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then that just progressed, and I feel like it was a hobby, but it was a serious hobby because I learned a lot about music. I ended up getting into like jazz and all that type of stuff. But
But did you know when you were fucking around with the guitar and drums, like, did you know what you were doing, or just it just seemed like fun to you?
I feel like I don't know. I feel like it was always fun, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it was like I'd always try to challenge myself because
Yeah.
like when I was little,
Yeah.
it was like a complex of really trying to impress my dad type thing.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
once
because
he
most of us, I mean, I know for sure me, when I started to draw, it was because I saw my dad draw, and I
right,
wanted to impress
right,
him and
yeah,
shit, you
yeah,
know?
and it'd be cool. I remember because like I would only go to my dad's on the weekends, so like
Hmm.
I would go over there, like record some stuff, and I'd be so geeked to like go upstairs and be like, "Dad, come listen to this. Come listen to my recording." Like that used to be cool to me.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
but what was I gonna say?
Yeah, what I had asked was, did you know what it was?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So like I always knew I was gonna do something in music. I really like specifically always wanted to do like a producer engineer type of thing.
okay.
I got into recording my own vocals and stuff in high school just because it started to be like I couldn't really find nobody that wanted to make no music, so I was like, I'm just gonna
Oh,
make this
really?
shit myself.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But uh but yeah, really when I got super serious was I mean I was always super serious about music, but I became super serious about like my music
Yeah, yeah.
like senior year of high school because I ended up getting a job at the high school doing like audio engineering for the theater department. So
Okay.
like I was doing like the plays and the musicals and stuff.
Okay, yeah,
But
yeah.
there's this laptop that I noticed only my position used. So
Yeah.
I took it, illegally downloaded Logic on it, started making hella beats on that bitch and
Yeah,
just going crazy.
yeah. But before you really got serious, man, like how long did it take you to like even realize that it's not just playing instruments, it's also like fixing your audio and
Man, I feel like it came early on, but at the same time, specifically with audio, it's
yeah.
like I feel like I didn't figure out everything I needed to know until maybe like the last year or two.
Oh
Like,
really? Oh
because
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
you always gonna run into like you think you got everything figured out, and then Pro Tools gonna pop up a warning that you've never seen before, and you're gonna be like, bro,
Yeah.
what what does this mean? And then you gotta look it up and figure all that shit out. Took me just now to collect all the
Mm.
chords in case that there's issues and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. It'd
yeah.
just be crazy.
Yeah, no, yeah, I definitely feel, man. Shit, me starting this YouTube, man, I thought it was just a simple camera and like two mics. It's a little more complicated than that.
Right, and it's like it low key is simple, but because like the equipment isn't telekinetic, you gotta like wire everything
Yeah,
up. That'd
yeah.
be the crazy part.
And not just that, bro. It's just also programs. I didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that you gotta have programs, but I thought you can just, the mic icon that every device has. I thought you
Mm.
just click on
Mm-hmm.
that and you can just have as many mics connected. It's like, no, bro,
Right.
you need something like a program.
Right, yeah, like a what's it called, like a driver for all the stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that stuff is crazy. That stuff, excuse me, the technical side of mixing and all that is really like something that is crazy to me. That I feel like I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'm like the only one that be going as deep as I go because I don't meet a lot of people that really understand that shit. It'd be really crazy. Like,
And bro, it's complex. I mean, I try to go into the audio sometimes, but man, I'm like, fuck that. I'm barely on visuals. I'm kind of working on audio, but it's gonna take time.
man, I've never really fucked with visuals. I feel like that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, it is. It is. Like when you snip it and then do effects and then you go back and play it, bro. That
Right,
should be
yeah.
fire,
That's exactly how
bro.
it is with music. Like, just man, there's times I'll sit listen to the same bar over and over and over again, just trying to like get it to be like a
Yeah,
moment type shit.
like exactly how you want it.
Right, yeah.
And do you do you work on your project before you see it, or do you see it and then you work on it? If that makes sense.
That's a good question. I feel like I create it before I see it.
Okay,
So
okay.
like I'll just kind of create music without a direction. Like I'll just
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
be capture how I feel in whatever moment. And then after some life has been lived, I've recorded some songs through life. Then I'll look at it and be like, oh, this crazy. This kind of goes with this, and I'll just kind of piece it together, and it'll come organic.
Yeah, yeah. And do you show it off right away, or do you let it marinate in the
Mm.
vault?
I feel like I try to do a balance
Mm.
because I've definitely let stuff marinate to where, I mean, I got one project that I don't know if it's ever gonna come out. I'm gonna have to do it in a different way because
Yeah,
I waited too long, like,
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
I was just being insecure about it. But
No, no,
then also, if you drop too early and you might have something hot that don't get as much buzz as you could have gotten, then it's like,
yeah, yeah,
but that's
yeah.
all, trial and error. Gotta go through that type of shit.
Yeah, and I know I definitely do with the releasing of podcasting or podcast episodes, however you want to call
Hmm.
it. There's times where I release some too early, some in the same week. But the thing is, I don't want to hold on. I personally don't want to hold on to something too long because then I feel like
Right.
the moment's gone.
Right,
You know.
exactly. That's how I be feeling. That's why I make music the way I do too. Cause like shit, at a certain point I stopped writing. I started just like freestyling on my shit. So like
Yeah.
I really like go at a pace to where if I end up going back and editing a song, I'm a damn near just never even fuck with it anymore. Cause I'm gonna be like, damn, like I don't know. I'd rather take what I learned from that song
Yeah.
and do better the next time I make a song type thing instead of just overly editing one song.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Sorry if we go like zigzagging.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I got ADHD, so I'm a talker a little bit. So
Yeah, yeah, no, bro. If there's a question I ask and it takes you a minute to answer, bro, we got all the time you need,
for
bro.
sure,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, man. A question that flew right by. What did you listen to, or who was your main
Mm.
influences in music?
So my music growing up is a huge variety because my parents got divorced and then they both pretty much got remarried. So like I had basically just a lot. I don't know. I had a lot of different perspectives of music. Like my stepdad used to listen to like Public Enemy, like Rage Against the Machine, shit
Yeah.
like that. Like even like Weezer stuff like that. Like he had a pretty wide variety. My mom used to listen to like Prince
Uh,
and shit like that. She used to also listen to like 80s music and shit like that.
okay.
But she really put me onto a lot of like just like older soul music and stuff like that. And my dad, he used to listen to like metal music. So like that was where some of my guitar stuff was too. Like I would learn like metal songs and stuff like that. That shit was hard. And then like my stepmom, she listened to like pretty like regular stuff. But she also be having some like 80s deep cuts that be surprising me. I'd be
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, okay, this
yeah,
is like decent.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I feel like my main biggest influence outside of my parents for music is just being involved in music and like being a YouTube baby and looking shit up and just
Okay.
being immersed in different things and learning in school and just being an overachiever for learning music. Like I don't know, it's like a language to me. It's just like damn near my first language. I would describe it like it's music. It's so easy for me to understand.
Yeah, and when you did understand it, did you try to like see if other people would, understand it as well? Like find other people like
Yeah,
minded, if
I
in a way.
I definitely was trying to do that a lot at first. I eventually figured out that not everybody's gonna be exactly like minded to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just kind of try to find people that's, excuse me,
No, you're fine.
a little bit like minded and get them to be motivated for a certain period of time to where we can do something. But that's really like in terms of like jazz and stuff like that, like playing
Mm,
instrumental music,
yeah, yeah.
because people like I don't know unless they are super passionate about specifically jazz, like people don't be wanting to like do stuff like that. Like I used to go to Chicago and like go to jam sessions and stuff, and that was the only time I'd really find people that's like waiting passionate about making music like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually I just became a loner. I just was making music by myself because that's what I was used to at my dad's for years. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm,
just being by myself. Everyone else went to sleep. I'm really supposed to be asleep too, but I'm just up
yeah.
working on whatever little thing I'm putting together in the logic or whatever. I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I just answered that question good. I don't remember what the question was.
No, no, you're fine, man.
Oh, you were asking about influences. I
Yeah,
did
yeah,
just
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
ramble off, but yeah, okay,
No,
we
no, no.
good.
That. Trust me, bro. I either the guest does or I does it, man, and it's fine, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just I ain't
yeah.
had no sleep. It's been a busy weekend.
Yeah, no,
Got to
no,
keep my head on.
no, bro. Trust me, I feel you, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. This podcast is not the only thing I do. I do my art mainly,
Mm,
and bro, I be up like a night owl sometimes, bro.
man,
Like, I literally don't get sleep sometimes, bro. And then lately, I had like an incident where my girl had to go to the hospital and
mm,
shit. So it's been kind of rough for me to kind
really,
of really ease to go to sleep, you know.
right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And but when you were little, bro, and you didn't, and it was hard for you to find people. Was it hard for you to like not really work on your craft? 'Cause I would say that would help you, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely like I didn't really trip about it. It was cause I always had that routine of being by myself, so it was
Mm,
like I think I honestly got more frustrated with it. Not that I got overly frustrated with it, but I think it affected me more as I got older. Actually, like
mm,
maybe when I graduated high school, like when I would, because that would be the age where I'm like, all right, like this is obviously not a hobby no more. Like this is something I'm trying to do. Like to find people that had that same like this is plan A. Like music, making music is plan A. Fuck going to school. Fuck, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
it's not a lot of people that be that committed. It's people that want it and they make music, but it's like plan B. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
yeah.
hard to find people that's just like, all right, let's do this music. Took me a long time to find my circle of people that's with it.
Yeah, no, dude. I mean, uh, and the only reason why I had asked that question, bro, is like me myself. When I would draw, I would hardly find people that drew.
Hmm.
But and I was a loner myself. But I always tried to hang out in groups so I can just show off my art, you know.
Hmm.
And I felt like that really distracted me, you know. Instead of working on my craft and saying "fuck
Mm.
people," I I was drawing a little bit and then trying to focus my energy on showing people, you know.
Right.
You
Okay.
know.
I see what you're saying. I feel like I went through that phase too, especially in high school. In my senior
Bro,
year,
high school. Yeah,
when I was just making the beats on that computer, man, I was showing everybody, anybody that would listen, I'd put my headphones on their head and be like, "What
yeah.
you think of this?" And they would just be like, "It's good," like and I'd be like, "Yeah."
Yeah, bro, and just that little bit of positivity sometimes, man, it makes you feel like gold.
Right. Yeah. It's like it make you feel like you got something. Like it's not just like when somebody else thinks something cool. It's some even if you say you don't care, like there's some subconscious where you get some validation. Like.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Wow, this is cool. Like, cause it's like shit. I already thought it was cool. So you think it's cool too? Like it's damn near like,
Like I ain't tripping, man. It's for real,
right.
you know.
And even if someone says they don't like it, like I don't be tripping either. Like music to me isn't something to where like it's 100% subjective. So like you can't say that something is good or bad, really.
Yeah,
So if someone says that my music is bad to them, I'm just like, I don't know. It don't really. I like it still. Like
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. It don't bother me.
Yeah, no, that's a good way of thinking, man. Trust me. When I did get bad reviews on my art, bro, that shit would fucking devastate me.
Mm.
But it took me like what 25, 24 to realize like not everybody has the same taste,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know. So
Exactly.
like you can never beat yourself up when it does come up, because you know.
Right. Exactly. Because it's always gonna come up,
Yeah, yeah.
regardless.
And I would say, and I want to ask you, when did you figure that out? What age?
Mm, I don't know. I feel like I kind of always had that in me. I think it's just because I've always kind of had to be like a leader type of person. Like I'm the
Okay.
oldest out of all my siblings, all my
Oh,
cousins. Like I'm the oldest out of that whole generation of my family. Really, besides like a couple of cousins that's older than me. But
okay,
so
okay, yeah.
yeah,
I
like
mean, I'm the baby in my family.
mm,
Yeah, yeah.
see, I don't even like. I can't even imagine what that would be like.
Oh,
Like
bro, it's fucking frustrating sometimes, bro. Cause like I'm the baby, you know, you're the youngest. Everybody has more knowledge than you because
mm,
they're older.
mm.
But you'll be surprised, man. Usually the young motherfuckers are the ones that are teaching the old motherfuckers now. You know,
That's definitely true. It's
you know.
definitely like uh
Without the technology, the old people had it back then.
yeah,
But now the
yeah.
technology is here. The older people. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the smartest because
Right.
my nephew and nieces be teaching me a few
Right. The
things
kids
too,
that really know how to use the internet to find good information, like
bro.
they
Yeah,
got that shit. Cause that's man, I figured that shit out too. I feel like I just was barely the age where I got like enough of my childhood not on the internet and
yeah.
enough of my childhood on the internet to where like man, if I don't know something, I'm gonna just be like, damn, I don't know. Let me look it up. Like I just
Yeah.
look that shit up. Like it'd be so easy.
Yeah, I mean, and like for you and I, it would be easy to look up that information, you know, instead of our like parents or somebody older that like they'll be like, where do I go for that information?
Right?
You know,
Yeah.
like do I Google it? Do I just click on any news article right away?
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, and but yeah, bro. So as the older person, did you feel like you had responsibility to look a certain way toward your family? Like
Um. I don't know about look a certain way. I mean, I feel like
not look, but like, you know, like okay, you know, I'm the oldest one. I gotta show
yeah.
them that, you know, you could do anything or you
I
can
don't know
be
if it
anything.
was that I can do anything, but it was that like I had to do the right thing.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like I definitely had my fair share of fuck ups outside the house and even inside the house. But it's like in front of my siblings, like if we're in public or something like that, and it's like a like or if there's a situation or something, like I gotta be doing the right thing to where example is a child's first teacher. So like
Oh yeah, yeah,
if
exactly.
they
Yeah,
see
yeah.
you doing the right thing, they don't even know what is the right or wrong thing. But if they see the person that they're learning from visually do it, then they're gonna do it regardless. So it's like you gotta do the right thing. So then they just inherently learn the right thing.
Oh yeah, yeah, bro. Hell yeah, dude. I definitely fuck with that. I definitely fuck with that, bro. Cause I shit you not. There's so many times I looked at situations or people in situations,
Mm,
and then I wanted to replicate it. Cause
right.
you know, and cause I definitely had my shares. Well, my whole life was a fuck up, you know. But
Yeah, I feel you.
you know, so I now, bro. Like right now, you might think, oh, he's a cool guy, bro. But like, if you would have met me when you're younger, you probably would have thought, man, this dude's an asshole or something, or annoying. You know, like I definitely had to change my mentality
Mm.
because it was either gonna get me locked up or beefing with a lot of people.
Man, I feel that about changing your mentality, especially like in the last year, cause I converted to I don't want to say converted. You're really supposed to say reverted.
Okay.
I accepted Islam like last July,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's been like very transformative. I'm a really different person than I was a year ago for sure. Like by a lot.
And I hope I'm not crossing the line, but if I
No, no,
am,
no. Nothing could ever offend me about it. Just in Islam, there's this concept of dawah, which means like if someone asks something, like we give a good, respectful answer. So no question is a bad question in Islam. That's all. Everything's
oh, sure, okay, yeah.
good.
I mean, bro, like I was raised to believe to be either Christian or Catholic. Catholic. I don't even
Mm.
know what the fuck it is, bro. You know, but me, bro, I'm a person that like. Don't get me wrong. I I don't know if there's a God, but I
Mm.
know there's a higher power
Right,
than
yeah.
us. You know.
Yeah, so basically like yeah, I don't want to go too deep. We can maybe off camera go deep about
Yeah,
Islam, but basically the concept is like that higher power that you feel inherently
yeah.
is the highest one of that is Allah. Is basically in Arabic is like the thing worthy of worship. So like just worship the most high basically. Like
Yeah.
that's there's no like depictions of it. There's no God is man, you know what I'm saying? There's just God is one. He is Allah and he's the most high type. That's basically the concept.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I mean, but the thing I wanted to ask is um like were you going through stuff and then you met somebody in that religion and then you
I wouldn't necessarily say that. So I did have some friends that are Muslim.
uh-huh.
But I've been friends with them for a minute before I accepted Islam. I wouldn't necessarily say that they was like the main reason.
Okay.
They did give me my shahada though, so that's like basically you did. It's kind of like baptism, but not as like there's no like water and like all that involved. You just say a statement and then you are Muslim. So
Okay.
they gave me my shahada, but really it was from my own research. Like I've always been a person that does deep research on stuff if I find interest in it. So like I don't know, I just randomly one day got on the topic of religion with my studies or whatever, and then just went on like a month long deep dive, and like everything I found about Islam was just different. Like it was like had valid proofs, and like it wasn't just guessing. Like it just I don't know. It's just a crazy experience. It's like it just keeps going deeper and deeper, and it's just like to me personally, I can't just say that it's the truth openly without saying that it's my personal belief. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it'd be very hard to disprove it as the truth. Like for
Okay.
real, it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, and like I mean, I don't know if I hate but I hate sounding like a dumbass, but like
No,
did,
you good.
but did you find peace when you started to
Yeah, for sure. The biggest thing was when I started doing my salah, the
uh,
prayer,
yeah, yeah.
doing 5 prayers a day. Once I started doing that, like that's what really keeps me together. Like if I
Okay.
stop doing that, I lose everything. Like it's just like
You're off balance and stuff.
yeah, like
Okay.
it's a piece that I never knew before in my life until I started doing that, and I was like, wow, this is like that's when I realized how deep the religion is, because I accepted it out of just like basically if you believe that there is one God and that Muhammad is his last and final messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then you basically are Muslim. Like there's not like you join and become Muslim. Like if you believe those two things, then you are a Muslim. So like
Oh, okay.
I accepted with that regard, and then like I don't know, it didn't feel like it was like super crazy. I did feel like different one day I did my shahada, but when I really started doing the salah was like the first week. I was just like wow, like I don't know. I can It's indescribable. Like it's just a crazy. I don't know. It's crazy. It's
No, no, no.
just
I agree.
good, beautiful. So much peace. So much like
Like
I don't
every
know.
to me, the I feel like everything has its own beauty.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
For sure. 100%.
Like obviously I'm not religious in any way myself, but I do have my own beliefs.
Yeah, yeah. Of course. Everybody. You gonna believe in something that's like inherent in human beings
Yeah,
is to believe in something outside of what we see every day.
yeah. And I didn't. Well, I mean, the whole reason why I asked those questions was does does that influence or does that reflect on your music?
That's a good question because I actually haven't released any music since I've been Muslim. My music is all
Ah,
pre-Islam, so like
okay, David.
that's
Yeah.
why I'm kind of like just to be completely honest, I don't really be caring if people know about this because it's whatever. But I
Yeah.
really have like bad drug issues,
Mm.
and I really kind of just recently, like within the past like month or two, have gotten to where I'm like fully out of that hole.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's fully alhamdulillah because of Islam. But Oh man, I was coming on to the question that you asked, but I forgot. You had asked me.
Does it reflect?
Oh
Oh
yeah, that's
yeah,
right. That's right. That's right.
influence. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right. So yeah, so that's what I'm kind of like. I'm trying to have a more purity within myself going
yeah.
into my music. Like I'm trying to not swear so much in my music. I'm trying to figure out how to make music that's, you know what I'm saying, not like Christian music where it's just like completely, I don't know how to describe it. Like I still want it to
Yeah,
be my pure thoughts,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but like I still want to
Not
be mindful of what's
what you say and
right.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, I definitely get it. Cause I mean, I shit you not, bro. You got hitters, man, and
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'll be putting a lot of work into that music.
yeah, bro, and I mean, definitely correct me, bro. But I feel like majority of your songs aren't like that bad.
Oh, shit. I appreciate it.
You know,
Shit.
yeah, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. You do say like you just say cuss words.
Oh, I see what you're saying about that bag. Like, I
Like,
see what you're saying.
you know, it's not like about fucking killing 24/7.
Right.
You know,
It'd be pretty like yeah, my pure thoughts. But that's the
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
So like that's the way I make my music is always gonna be exactly how I'm feeling. Like there's
yeah,
no way for me to like shade how I'm feeling in the music. Like it's
yeah.
always gonna come out like that. So that's why obviously if I'm talking about drugs and shit in the music, I actually like my most recent project. All of those songs I did sober, I think, which I didn't realize until like recently. I was like, damn, that's crazy. But they're all about like the letter to myself shit. Like that was just me being like, I really in the song I'm talking about no drug, and so like I really had no drug. Like I just was bored basically, but it's a deeper emotional connection than just bored because like I really have a problem type shit. But
Yeah, yeah.
so that always is gonna come out. Like there's no way I could have hid that emotion and just made a fun song. You know what I mean? Like that's what was gonna come out
Mhm.
regardless.
And I hope I didn't like offend you or
No,
nothing.
no, nothing can offend me. I promise. Ain't no way you could ever.
But the
I
reason
dare
I
you to
said
try.
yeah, yeah, but the reason why I said that, bro, is I mean, me, bro, I really don't like hard trap and hard rap. You know, I
See, I fuck with that shit just off of like the musicality of it. Like
yeah.
people get real creative, like that shit from on a musical tip, like the creativity. Like I appreciate that anywhere, but I feel you though. It'd be
I mean, don't get me wrong, the beats they be having bangers, bro.
mm,
And I'd be
mm-hmm.
like, fuck, imagine if it was just like not as trap. Because you know, like the thing is, bro, I don't want to listen to people killing each other 24/7.
I feel you. I
You know
feel that. As I get older, I definitely feel that because it's like
that you
there's more things to talk about. Like just
there really is, bro. Like I shit you not like
and also rappers be getting themselves indicted. Like
yeah, that's another thing too, bro. I mean, or the you know, you're gonna have a target on your back, you know, talking
right.
about shit like that.
And it's like when you not to shit on anybody that go that direction with their career and their music. I feel like all creativity
Yeah, yeah,
is good creativity, but when you go that direction with your career, you it's the same thing as like if an actor plays the same character in every movie that they play. Like the whatever like no even no matter how independent you get, that you still are gonna have some control from outside, whether it be your promotion or whatever, like you're gonna have to paint yourself in some way, and whether it's your exact personality of yourself or it's whatever ends up being put out. Like you go, if you want fans or if you get fans, you're gonna get portrayed in a certain way because each fan is gonna see you in a way. So
yeah, yeah.
if you portray yourself in a way that is negative like that, or you only go into that one topic, then that's the only thing people are ever gonna see you as, and then it's gonna be harder for you to branch out, and you're gonna be stuck in a box for your whole career, and that's like that's not
Yeah,
it.
no, no, dude, trust me, bro. Hell yeah, I definitely get it, man. Shit, I, I grew up trying to be a graffiti writer, but what stopped me was, uh, like actually doing the tagging, bro.
Mm.
It's a whole lifestyle, you know. And
Man, I bet, cause that should be looking crazy. Like I don't think I could just freehand that shit.
yeah,
It definitely needs to practice.
yeah. This one's a shout out to my boy Jay Skrilla, man. He
Mm.
definitely hooked it up and shit, bro.
That shit raw.
Yeah, yeah, man. Definitely follow him on all platforms. But yeah, bro. Like, but then. Yeah, bro. I feel like I couldn't fill the shoes of a graffiti writer because there's a lot of crime into it. Well,
Mm.
not crime, but like you do get a lot of fines if you get caught, and then
Yeah, yeah, I feel you.
and I definitely didn't want to do that to my parents, bro.
I feel like that'd be easier in a bigger city.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
here, it's like you kind of asking to get caught if you
yeah,
just
bro.
doing graffiti all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, bro. I remember when I first moved here, bro. Yeah, bro. I remember looking at the news and it said like graffiti is like up there, and they're cracking down on it. Then I was like, "Whoa, bro, that's serious." I was like, "I'm
They're
good."
always cracking down.
And
It's like
I,
crime just keep going up. Shit
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. And so I always stuck to just pencil and paper, and then I started kicking it with my cousins, and he taught me. One of my cousins taught me how to tattoo, but like that wasn't really me because
Mm.
that was a whole
That
different.
stuff is cool, but I feel you though. I don't think I could ever really get into that.
Yeah, bro.
It's
My hands would, bro. Every time I took off my gloves, bro, it would be soaking sweat from the nervousness.
Man, yeah, I don't think I could. I don't think I could involve myself in an art form that requires that much pain every time, every single time you do the art form. Like whether you getting a tattoo or you tattooing somebody, somebody's in pain during the
Yeah.
process. Like that's ugh.
Wait, so man, I ask you don't have no tattoos at all?
No, I got no tattoos,
Ooh.
and now for sure, I was maybe thinking about maybe getting some, but now that I'm Muslim, ain't no tattoos. I'm there
Oh,
for
no,
life.
they don't know.
I mean, it's not in Islam. It's not like you're not allowed. Like it's like you're gonna do whatever people are gonna sin. It's just about like turning to Allah for forgiveness or whatever. But it
Mm.
is technically haram, which is like forbidden.
Oh, okay,
But
okay, yeah, yeah,
I don't know. I never really was that interested anyway. It was kind of just like maybe a cultural thing. I was like, shit, maybe I'll grab one, but
yeah,
I
yeah,
never did. I just never was really my thing to have tattoos.
yeah. No, I feel it, bro. I mean, the reason why I grab it or it came into my life because my cousin, like one of my close cousins, yeah, he tattooed like my whole family and
Mm.
like a bunch of people. So that like I feel like it is, because if you have somebody that does something like tattooing and they have a big family, it goes down the line a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, for sure.
So to some people, because my sister did it as well. She
Mm,
was apprentice, but life hit her first,
mm.
so she dropped it because it was more fun.
Yeah,
It,
shit, that should be happening.
yeah, yeah, and that's another thing I want to ask you. Like so there was no like I have to stop making music, get a job,
I mean,
because man,
I
making money off your
yeah,
stuff,
that's definitely
it's
difficult. I feel like I've always had to have a job while I do this. It's never really been. Man, I've worked so many jobs, bro, and it's like yeah, I don't know. That's always I kind of got used to working and doing music. Like I would just that's probably how I would fuck up my health so bad. I wouldn't be eating or like sleeping good, and I would just be get off work and do music till late as fucking night slash early as fuck in the morning, and
yeah,
then go to sleep.
like a couple
Barely any
hours.
sleep,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, get
yeah.
up, go to work. But I really kind of when was this? Not last like October, but the October before that.
Okay.
I was working at Amazon and I had got fired, and I said that was gonna be my last job. So I was like,
Mm,
fuck it, and I just started doing sessions. Started having people come in. I engineer them for sessions or whatever. I was charging like 30 an hour. And that was like it would be like up and down because people be flaky. It's very like a tricky thing to get into because it's like you don't really know if someone's gonna show up until they show up.
Dude,
But
yeah, that's another thing I want to get into, bro. Like, how hard is it to really, do your thing?
I mean, in terms of engineering, outside of people that's like my main people that I already work with, people be playing. People be acting like they really want to make some music and they never show up to my house. I'd be like, damn, like what, like
Yeah,
man, it just be so weird. I don't want to like name names or
yeah,
nothing like
yeah,
that
yeah,
or
for
get into
sure.
it, but people just be flaky. It's crazy. Like, I would have never expected.
And would you think it's because of Rockford or just or the people or the place or the people, man? I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Yeah, I feel like Rockford definitely got this aura around it. That's like I damn near don't even blame it on the people because Rockford just got this weird energy to it. Like It's weird, bro. Like nobody really like everybody fuck with each other, but don't nobody actually fuck with each other. Like it's weird. Like
And yeah, bro, I hope I'm not putting you on the spot, but that's something I like a question I hesitate to ask sometimes because it can, be negative, but at the same time, you got to bring it to the light, man,
yeah,
bro.
no, I definitely, man, I'll be the first to say that Rockford definitely got some weird energy to it,
And
but
you're not. They're like, there's
right,
there's
right,
people that do say like, yeah, there's like everybody's friendly, fucks with each other, networks, but like at the end of the day, it's like they might not fuck with you or something.
right. Yeah, it's
And,
definitely like
unless they really see it as beneficial.
right, yeah, and I think honestly that's like growing up with that all the time from adults to people that's your age when you like in elementary school, just like being able to observe how people just are,
Yeah.
you get like from being from here, you definitely get a good sense of like what people really own. Like you don't even you could damn near. I mean, for me personally, I know it's other people that's like this too, but for me personally, it's damn near like someone could come up to me and not even be speaking English, but I get what they trying to tell me because it's like I can feel that shit.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, I was gonna say.
I can just understand how people. I don't know if you just I don't know how to
No,
describe it.
no, like
Maybe
you get a sense for it, if I'm saying
yeah, for sure. Like it's like it don't matter. I don't know. It's like people do very specific things, and it's hard to describe what all those things are. But my brain pick up on it to where like if someone lying to me, even if it's just like the little dumbest little shit, I'll be like, I,
yeah.
"You lying to me, bro?" Like,
Yeah, man, and I definitely been there before too, bro. I don't know if it's people that just don't want to be honest, so they can lose the friendship,
mm,
or I don't know, man. Like they just want to
sometimes
play
it
this game,
right.
you know?
Sometimes people just be dirty, and
And
it's
yeah,
like,
bro, trust me, man. Like I actually had to like seclude myself for a while before this podcast, bro. Like I really had to seclude myself and really be like, who really fucks with me? Who's
yeah,
fucking with me? Because
100%.
they can benefit from what I got, and what I had at the time was just weed and shit.
Right.
Good weed, you
Man,
know.
that was a problem I had with drugs is like when I would be in moments where I was in the midst of a relapse, like I would kind of let people like I don't want to say walk all over me because I wouldn't just be getting down dirty where I wasn't getting paid or nothing. I would always still be getting paid, but like I would definitely be overly discounting when I would have people in the stew off the drugs because I would just be
Mm.
like, you know what I mean? It's whatever. But
No, no, no. I feel you,
when I'm
bro. Shit.
sober and have my head straight, I'd be a lot more like someone will be like, hey, let me record like one little song. I'll be like, listen, you, if it's somebody quick, I'll be like, hey, shit, you go ahead and record it. But like, if you want to mix, you gonna have to get the mix later type shit. I'm not gonna be able to do the mix because you running out of time type thing. And
Mm.
it still don't be rude, but what like off the drugs, it be feeling like you know be rude, but it really just be business. Like the sober brain understands business a lot more.
Oh yeah, yeah, bro. Fucking. I don't know if there's the right word to put it, but like, a clouded mind can't think straight.
Yeah,
You know.
right. For sure, can't think straight because it's like you may think you thinking straight, but you really not on point at all.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, man. If you don't mind getting into it, how you want to say it? Did you always engineer or perform like under the influence?
Oh no! I don't think I because I mean I was doing music way before I got into drugs,
Okay.
but I mean,
Like,
I
did you
mean
did you use so like you can like feel it more or like say
no.
it more?
Well, okay,
And I hope
so
I'm not
my
asking a
yeah no no
fucked up
no no no
question.
no you that's a good question honestly because that's definitely something to think about. But like so like weed was my first drug. And with weed, it wasn't. I didn't really. It was weed and music didn't come together yet because like music was at home and weed was like sneaking around, not at home
Yeah.
type shit. So like they were separate for a while.
Oh,
But
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, outside of like if I would like smoke and go to school, I would definitely be listening to music. Like that would definitely be an interaction. But I don't know if I would have. attribute it to the weed, like I would still have the same connection to music. But
Okay.
really though, it started like I kind of had got into psychedelics like my senior year. That would coincide with when I had the laptop and shit. So
Yeah.
it was like I was overdoing a little bit with the acid. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was doing that. It was crazy because like I, the summer before my senior year, I did this shit called drum corps, which is like professional marching band basically. I
Okay.
played the quads. So like the whole summer, we're just touring and sleeping on high school gym floors on air mattresses and shit, and just waking up every day and drinking hella water and playing drums and running around the football field. So like I was in shape and no drugs for the whole summer, and then like came back and then I tried acid for the first time, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't even need nothing else. I can just do this. Like,
Yeah.
so I started doing that like damn near every week, and it was just like I don't know. I would just fuck with music, like just spend time doing music off of that shit. Like I don't know, it was just a habit, I guess. After senior year, definitely like slowed down a little bit, but for senior year, that was definitely a trippy ass musical ass year. That shit was weird.
I mean, I tried acid like one or two times, bro, and I don't even think they're strong. But
Mm,
when you did it, did you I don't know how you want to say it. Like, did you open your third eye,
mm.
or did it make you just
I feel like I have had a different experience than a lot of people, because a lot of people be talking about all that type of like spiritual thing, and like I even have like a close friend that be kind of going deep on the spiritual and the psychedelics, but like for me it'd be like I don't know, like I feel everything he's saying, like he not saying anything that isn't valid, which is the crazy part because he be experiencing a lot more than I be experiencing,
yeah,
but like
yeah.
it don't be like fool shit, but for me it's like I don't know, I never really there was never anything that I experienced off of psychedelic that was like wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I would just it would just make connections in my head happen crazy. Like it would be like I don't know. I could see how things connected in a crazy way. Like I don't know how to describe it.
No, no, I feel it, man. I always like to ask that. I always like to ask certain questions when the psychedelics come up because I did try psychedelic shrooms,
Shrooms is way better than acid for sure.
bro. I mean, I don't know if I took too much or I was just a wimp on it, but man, dude, did I started thinking of some like I start,
Crazy shit, right?
bro. Like I was literally thinking about life and death, and then I was thinking like, damn, bro, I can't die right now, you
Man, I
know.
feel you. That shit really shrooms specifically like
And I shit you not, from that experience, it kind of, it entered its way into the podcast.
mm,
I had a certain mind about who I was going to interview, but now it's like anybody who has process of their work.
yeah.
I want to give them their chance because I never
Right,
had
yeah.
that chance.
That's raw. I fuck with that. I fuck with that. That's really a good mindset to have because that's a lot more of a like for others mindset in a place where people don't be having that mindset.
Yeah.
And that's definitely I appreciate that as a person who also tries to be like a for others people. Like I try to give people good discounts on studio time and shit and try to like be malleable with people. Just like I always tell people like I gotta make my money, it's my business, but at the end of the day, I want everybody that comes through here to make good music. So like that's
Yeah.
really the goal is for everybody to make good music. So I fuck with that. That's all.
Yeah, thank you, man. Hell yeah, bro. It's just, yeah, man. Like psychedelics can really change somebody's mind.
Yeah, for sure. And like also though, like it depends. Like it depends on like the strength. Yeah, I mean it depends on a lot of things. But
Yeah,
like if you're mentally weak, like that shit is gonna misguide you for sure.
dude. I mean, don't get me wrong. The whole experience I had, I feel like it was because I was kind of doubting myself, or like I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
shit do show you like flaws in yourself.
it
And it'd be
really
like,
did, bro.
fuck.
Yeah, man. But sorry to get off track,
Yeah, no,
man.
no, you good, you good. I'll be ready to talk about anything.
Another thing I wanted to get into, bro. Why Indigo Shine?
So it's kind of a, it's like it used to be a long story, but it's damn near so old that it's not even a long story anymore. But like, I kind of came up with it off of like Indigo Child, even though I'm not really like overly like I'm sure if I start saying that, if I get famous or something, they're gonna be like thinking I'm part of the Illuminati as like a clone or something.
Yeah.
But uh, I thought of like Chicago as blue, like the color blue.
Yeah.
So like if Rockford is like a different variation of the blue, like Indigo Chai. You see what I'm saying? So it's
Mm.
like the indigo version of the blue. Blue being Chicago, we Indigo Chai. I know that's like ridiculous, but like I don't know. I don't even remember when I came up with that shit. It was in like high school or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's just kind of stuck. I don't know. I don't know why it stuck, but it did.
Yeah. Yeah. No, definitely dope, man. I definitely like saying
Indigo
it.
Chai. Okay.
All right, and another thing I wanted to ask you, man. We kind of skipped over it. What do you like to do more? Engineer, produce, or rap?
That's a good question. I feel like, man, that's a good question. Let me think about that for a second.
Yeah, I know, right? Because I mean, you start off with one thing, you develop other things as well. You
Yeah,
know.
like and it's like I've had a lot of practice on all three of those to where, man, you got me thinking. That's a good question. Hold on, let me, cause I honestly I know for sure engineering is not gonna be my favorite. So it's gonna be honestly I think it's probably producing
Producing.
cause like with rapping I gotta be like how I was saying I was trying to get myself to a level of purity and all that shit before I
Yeah.
get like I gotta have that prerequisite before I record my voice. But it's like beats, that's always something I can just I don't gotta be up or down or feeling good or feeling bad. Like I can do that shit regardless. Like but really though what I mean not to like override your question, but what would go over all of those would probably really just be like playing music. Like playing music live,
Yeah.
whether it's performing like vocally or even just playing like jazz, like when the music is live and you don't got a chance to go back and change things, like that's really beautiful to me because it's like you gotta just accept everything that's on the stage and just be a part of it. I
That's
like
a
that
good one.
shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And when did that thought come around, or like, did you always have that thought? Or?
I feel like I really got that from studying jazz, like seeing like
Okay, okay,
watching
okay.
live performances of jazz. It's like because it's not like a rock performance where they being all flashy and shit. Like
Yeah, yeah.
they really focusing on playing their instrument, so it's like they really not moving or doing that much on stage. But the energy that's on stage is just so like, man, it's just so live. Like it's so high. Like it's just beautiful. Like you when man, I mean, I don't know if everybody else feels this way, but
Yeah.
like when you watch them performances where they playing songs that's like 8, 9 minutes long, and you just like let yourself get lost in everything that's happening and just be trying to comprehend it, like that's that's crazy to me. Like that's I don't know, that's something special for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, I don't think I ever experienced any jazz, bro. I mean,
Mm,
I know I've heard it for sure because I my music taste it's all over the place except for heavy metal.
mm.
I hate screaming.
See, I also didn't really like the screaming when I was growing up. My dad was listening to it,
Yeah.
but my dad didn't really like it either. We just both was into the guitar shit. Like we just
Yeah,
make
yeah, the guitars, the drums, shit like that. Yes, but when it comes to that loud screaming,
we
but yeah, but I mean, maybe when I was younger, I would have been more into it. But just now, as now that I'm older, I think I fucked up my eardrums because
mm,
after a certain pitch, I shit you not, bro. Like my ear sounds like white static.
yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of how do you said it's on just one side or
No, no,
both?
both sides, but
Oh,
mainly this side, bro. Like I hear the static, like the
yeah.
TV,
The
like
high ends is usually the first to go
yeah, yeah, bro.
with sound.
Yeah, cause bro, man, when I was little, bro, I would put headphones on and blast that
Just blast
motherfucker,
them.
bro,
Oh, yeah.
dude. And then now that I'm older, bro, like I, I don't like riding with people that have loud speakers, cause the noise
It
really
bother
fuck.
you,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, bro. So
Man, that's something I had to learn too. Like I'll be working on so much music to where like I'll be in the studio a lot sometimes to where I just get used to mixing at kind of a low volume so I can mix for longer and it's not so much damage on my ears.
yeah,
Excuse me, my bad.
bless you.
Alhamdulillah.
Need a napkin?
Oh no, I'm good.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
good.
okay. Yeah, bro, and So what do you use when you wanna, like when you smell cologne
Mm.
and they give you like some like coconut or not coconut, fucking little uh things. It's like fucking coffee grinds or whatever, and you smell it to refresh in your palate.
Mm.
What do you use when you want to like
Ooh.
flesh out your palate? For your,
Okay. That's a good question. I feel like I have a couple answers, maybe like two for different situations.
mm,
If it's like a smell in the room type of cleanse, I'll usually just light some incense. I like Nag Champa. I don't overly like use it all the time though, because I like to save it because it's real nostalgic. I'm real connected to my sense of smell, so like I'll be. But the other one that's for sure a palate cleanser every time is my tea that I be making.
oh,
When it get in my nose, it just be like a refreshing, like I don't know. It's just kind of like, and then once drinking it too is involved, like it make it like reset my whole everything.
oh, okay, oh shit, yeah, yeah. No, I thought you would like let's say you're listening to some trap, you,
Oh, that's what you meant. You meant like music.
yeah, like what,
I
yeah.
was talking about smells. Yeah,
I
that's
know, yeah, bro. I wasn't sure, like, cause shit, fuck around, man. You produce a song, or you're listening to a certain type, and then maybe you need a break. Shit,
hmm
you smell some cologne, or you fucking drink some tea to refresh in your mind before you go back and listen
right.
to something else.
I feel like the best refresher for music is I always go back to the Quran because the Quran in Islam is recited like you sing it when it's
Oh, okay.
recited and it rhymes all in Arabic. So like listening to the Quran is like it regrounds you a little bit because you're just hearing somebody sing the direct words of Allah, and it's like
Okay.
even if you don't understand them all the way, you like wow, this is you can feel the energy that come from it.
Oh, shit, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's.
No, my bad. I be getting deep with the Islam. I try not to overly like put it in people's face, but that's a big part of my life now. Like I be
No,
really
no.
focused on that shit. And it's about to be Ramadan soon, couple days.
Hey, man, that's
Gonna go
what
crazy.
is that?
It's basically so Ramadan is like the name of the month, but we fast for the whole month.
And you're excited for
I'm excited
that?
because it's my first Ramadan.
Oh, okay, okay,
I've
okay.
never had a Ramadan where I'm Muslim, but
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, bro, but that's not my style.
the fast is made pretty easy though, because it's
Yeah.
like we can eat when the sun go down.
Okay.
So we only fasting while the sun is up, and then the entire duration while the sun is down, we can eat whatever we want. Like it's not.
Okay. 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 Yeah. 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 I mean, shit, bro. I mean, like I said, bro, I'm not highly religious, so I love listening to other people's,
hmm That's how I
cause
used to be. I used to just collect different beliefs and see what kind of felt right to me, and then
yeah, yeah, bro, cause I mean, not to sound bogus or mean, but Christian
yeah, nah,
or
for sure.
they def
Christianity is a little like I
they
don't
got
like
their
to.
faults,
Yeah, it's like
like
for
heavy.
me, not. I don't want to overly get into
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
I can go deep on like theology and stuff like that, but Christianity definitely like they won't admit that they got like what's the word like tampered with beliefs.
Mm,
Like the
yeah, yeah.
beliefs are from Europeans that changed the religion to manipulate politics basically, and there's things that have stuck to it to where people won't even look into where it's from and they'll just trust it. And it's like
That's something that took me a while, bro. Like I was like, I just believed whatever was in that book was real
right,
until like at an older age when I had more knowledge, more common sense. I was like, somebody just made that shit up,
right, literally, bro.
or they took other shit and just rewrote it in their own way.
Right, yeah, like there's definitely rooted in real scriptures, but there's just been so many years and so much tampering that that's like the difference with the Quran is it was recited orally, so like millions of people have the whole thing memorized. So like you wouldn't even be able to change it if you tried, because millions of people have it memorized and they've had it memorized since the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it's like it's got a perfect way of being preserved
Yeah,
and
like yeah, Christianity, nah, or whatever it is, Yeah, it
yeah,
definitely has a.
most religions they scriptures is like translations of translations type thing. Like,
And that's something people don't get, bro. Like a translation gets interpreted every. like every time it gets interpreted, it changes because everybody's interpretation is different.
Right, or even like if it's being translated from a language, someone could misunderstand a certain
Yes.
tense of a word and make it past tense instead of future tense, or like little copy errors like that. Like,
Eesh, man, hell yeah. I feel like we could get into
but
that
yeah,
so much.
definitely, if you interested in going deep on religion, we could do that off camera because I can
Yeah, yeah,
talk for.
yeah,
It'll
bro.
be I'll do a little Islamic special one day. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, man. We don't want to get too far, but do you have anything coming up for 2002?
I think I'm gonna eventually have some ready, but we still gonna wait and see. Really, right now, I've been focusing on uh just getting myself right, and I've been working. So like, what really you probably gonna see first is Zxggy, because that's me and him live together, so we be making music all the time. So he got a lot of unreleased music. We probably gonna try to get something ready for him to come out sometime this year.
Yeah, definitely shout out White
Yeah,
GCK.
definitely shout out Zxggy. That's I like definitely once we get into that little background story, how we kind of got doing our little shit. Like that's definitely shout out Zxggy. We got a lot of time under our belts together doing this music thing, and it's definitely like it's raw to have a partner like that in the shit. Cause like I was saying, with it'd be hard to find people that serious. Like that's somebody that has been serious since day one I ever met him, and has only ever gotten better since the day I met him. And it's like we constantly build off each other to where we be getting on each other's ass and we don't be offended about it. Like we
No, no, that's great, bro.
yeah,
Hell
we
yeah,
got a
bro.
good working relationship type thing.
Because once somebody gets on your ass, bro, and you get mad about it, that's a bad relationship.
Right, yeah, it's not even it's really a bad relationship with yourself. Like if you
Yeah.
get mad at somebody's saying, especially about your craft, you got to take a step back and be like, why am I really getting mad? Like, and if you're getting mad really at what somebody's saying that's negative about your shit, you probably got an insecurity. So it's like
Mm,
you got
true,
to
true, 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 true.
reassess the emotions that's going into the actions.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, man. I'm glad you brought it up. I didn't think there was. I thought you guys just barely met like not too long ago.
Oh
So
no, yeah, we've
yeah,
been
yeah,
locked
yeah.
in for a
Shit,
minute.
let's hear it, man. Yeah. So when was the first time you and YG Siggy linked up, or
So
how it
man,
started?
I'm trying to think of what year it was. I think it had to be 2019. Yeah, I think it
2019.
was 2019. I was where I was living at. Uh, what am I trying to say? So I used to make music with this one group of people.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't only making music then. I would just go over there sometimes because they would be making music and we kick it or whatever. But Zig and the other people from Faction, shout out D Monks as well. He out in Arizona doing his thing. Him and V don't got no music out yet, but we got some stuff recorded. We're gonna probably try to get his stuff out if he lock in the studio for a good session or something. But that's the Faction is them three. But
Okay.
they used to go over to dude crib that I used to kick it at. We never crossed paths though, so I was like, eventually we probably will, whatever. But I'm at work one day and I remember that it was either the day of or the day after Zig's birthday because he dropped a tape on that day and I had listened to it. I was like, I never heard none of the dude music. Let me just listen to it. So I listened to it at work and I was like, this shit hard. But I could tell that dude who we used to record with was like mixing it and stuff like that. And like nothing on him. He definitely a good dude and he he got a good heart and he be putting good work into the music. As far as I know, I ain't talked to him in a minute, but as far as I know, he do. But at that time, he tried, but he didn't really know a ton about the mixing and all that. To where like the mixes on the songs definitely could have been a little bit better. But
Mm,
in
okay.
my head, I'm like, shit, I'm a little bit better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I hit him up. Right, we linked that day, and we ended up making a song that day. We made a song off a beat that I had made on my MPC. I had just bought an MPC, so I made a beat off that bitch. We He didn't even think we was gonna get on music. I was just like, we kind of was both listening to the beat, and I was like, let's make the song. Like fuck it. So we
Yeah.
both started. At the time, I was writing still, so like we both started writing, recorded the song, and then we were like, shit. Like we got to talking about music and just our influences and stuff like that. and we was like, damn, like we really about to make some crazy music. And then fast forward, a lot of shit going by. Eventually, I'm living with him, and we once I started living with him, we started going crazy for real. That was like probably summer 2020. We was going crazy. Me and him and 23 Sunny. Shout out 23 Sunny. He don't really be talking to me and all that. We don't gotta get into that at all. But shout out him though. He was a big part of the start of all of this. But
And may I ask, like, did COVID even affect you guys making music?
I mean, not really. We stayed in the crib. Like,
That's when you were like, oh, yeah, we gotta get this ball rolling because
yeah, really.
everybody's
It was more like shit. We got nothing else to do. Like
yeah.
I had I don't want to overly get into this, but long story short, I had gotten evicted in like January of that year,
Okay, yeah,
and then
yeah.
I moved up to Whitewater, Wisconsin, because I had some friends that lived there, and they were playing jazz. They were going to school for
Okay,
jazz.
okay, okay.
They called their apartment the Jazz House. Like shout out Jazz House, by the way. Travis, Jimmy, Artrell, they they some of the realest, man, because they really took me in. Like I don't gotta go really deep into it, but like they definitely helped me out in that period of time. But anyway, so I came from being up there, where when COVID hit up there, it was like the world just went on. Like they did not give no fuck about COVID up there. Like so, I come down here and every time we go to the store and shit, they talking about mask. We need a mask. I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. But outside of that, it didn't really like shit because we all had no job, but we had some way of still having money. So we just were in the studio all day, every day. We make like 5, 6 songs a day, damn near every single day. Like we was just going stupid for no reason.
Yeah, dude. No, I feel you, man. Shit, 2020, bro. I was just in the house making money because Trump was
Right.
fucking like doing the stimmies,
Right, man. That
and
shit was crazy. That was definitely crazy. It's crazy to think that we passed that time.
yeah,
Like
no,
it's crazy. It's
and then
really a crazy
yeah, I
time.
had unemployment, so that was another bonus, bro.
Oh God,
Ooh.
I didn't get unemployment, but I definitely knew people that was getting unemployment, and it was like sweet. Like I was like,
Yeah,
damn,
bro.
you getting paid like shit, like you got a job. What the
Bro, if you
fuck?
if you were making 11, you're at least on when you're getting unemployment, bro. You're making like 1,500 a week.
Right, that shit crazy. That was damn
Yeah.
near more than motherfuckers was getting paid
I know, bro. I was
with a
getting
job.
paid more than actually working, bro. That was the craziest part because I would work like what 40 hours, 48 hours when I did put on overtime, bro. I wasn't even making 1,000
Man, and then you just get to sit at home, do whatever. You
for
just
for
reeling in.
1,500 a
Right.
week, bro. So and I kind of let the money get to me because I was just buying more weed and smoking.
Yeah, I definitely went through that phase for sure.
Yeah, and like don't get me wrong, I was drawing here and there, but I was more focused on just getting high, bro, and just eating good,
Yeah,
when
bro,
I
that
could, because everything was
man,
closing.
eating good will fuck up your money so fast. Like, man, I be blue because I like to eat, and it's like
Yeah,
I
bro.
be I be pretty like adaptive to where I know that if I gotta hold it down for a little period of time, I can eat noodles every day and be happy.
Mm,
But when I
bro,
know that I can get some food, I be like, I'm
bro.
getting that shit. And then once I don't got money for good food no more, I be like, back to the noodles.
Yeah, no, I feel you, bro. I mean, shit, my ass hasn't gone without a meal, but there's plenty of times where I did have extra money. I was like, man, let me get something I crave. And once I bought it, bro, either that day, either the employee didn't do it right, or
Mm.
I just had a weird taste in my mouth. It did not hit the same.
Man, I hate when that shit happens. That be happening with candy.
Oh,
I be eating
bro.
candy that I liked as a kid, and I'd be like, this shit suck.
Yeah,
Like, is
dude.
this really how this shit used to taste?
Bro, I would, yeah, like the same thing. I would have extra cash and like I would get like a bunch of candy, bro. And then instead of saving that little bit of cash, shit, I bought a whole bunch of candy and gave myself a stomach ache. Like, bro,
Worth it, no man.
not kind of, yeah, at the time, like, fuck it, worth it, right? Yeah, man. I know.
Man, I be going stupid on some peanut M&Ms. Them
Ooh,
bitches go so good.
oh, bro. But yeah, man. And so since when you and YG hooked up to make music, how so what 2 years now?
About two going on. Well, we've really known each other for like 3 years. We've lived together now for like 2 years.
Okay, okay. And how many, if I can ask, how many songs have you produced or engineered?
Man, I've shit. I don't even know. It's a lot.
Yeah.
we got a whole
Yeah.
we got a whole computer that we used that had hella shit on it that broke down that we put all the sessions on a hard drive. And now we got another computer where we got even more sessions on that one than we had on the old one. Plus the hard drive that we got. It's like, man, I couldn't even imagine the number that it is. There's so many songs. Like, I don't even know how we keep like that's how I know podcasts be good, like when it be an episode that I just kinda it's almost like you in the same room as the people, like you just
Yeah, bro.
around you. And off of that's crazy too. Off of that interview I got him as a client now. Me and him be
Really?
working. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Definitely love to hear that, man. Because that's the thing, bro. Even though Rockford's small, it's still pretty big, bro. You can't
hmm
meet everybody, but
Right.
if you see a video and you kind of get the idea of somebody,
Right.
shit, why not link up?
Right. And also Zig already knew him. So he would be telling me here and there like and we would like run into each other at the store or whatever, be like, yo, come do a session. But then after seeing his interview, how he's talking about he introverted or whatever, I was like, oh yeah, I know how to hit bro up now. Then we got in the stew like the next weekend type shit.
Ooh, definitely can't wait, man. Definitely a talented artist, man.
Oh yeah, he definitely we've only had like 1 or 2 sessions together, but he really loved music. Like that make a difference in the artist. When you really love music, like your music be good every time because you just know how to make that shit how you like it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hell yeah, bro. Definitely I'm excited, bro. Like, I love seeing shit like that. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't always like this.
Mm,
I was definitely that person who fucked more with the industry more than the
mm,
underground.
mm.
But after a while, like I said, bro, I got tired of just, the bullshit they would say, like
Man, I'm
guns
sure.
and yeah, so after a while, not this year, but like 2021, when I really started to do my artist shit, I started to really appreciate the underground. Well, I can't really say the underground, man, because there's people that are really known out here. But what I'm trying to say is the people that, like us, the
Like the
local,
local, yeah,
local. There
oh
you go.
god.
Yeah. So I definitely appreciate all the local people, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, bro, if it's trap, I'll still give it a chance, but I'm going to like judge it a little bit harsher.
Mm,
You know.
mm. I feel like that's good though in terms of that's gonna push people that's in that lane to be if as long as they're not butthurt about it,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
they shouldn't be. That's kind of a prerequisite I'll be trying to give people. But if they take that as good criticism, that's just gonna make them make more creative music, and that's shit. At the end of the day,
yeah.
like man, the best example of creative trap music is Chief Keef. Like shit, all the way up until his most recent shit. Like man, he be his music crazy. Like he be man, I can't even begin. Shout out Sosa, he's legend.
Yeah, man. The fucking what it King of Drill or no?
What
He's like what they call him, the King of Drill.
shit? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, bro. Fucking yeah. I mean we're close to the end, man. Around this time, I like to tell the artist you can completely say no to me, bro. Don't
Mm,
feel like you have to. But if we can play some of your music
yeah,
and then just tell me a little bit about it.
yeah. Of course, I like stuff like that actually. So yeah, that's cool. I like that.
We're not gonna play the whole track because the whole point is just to play some of it. You explain it, and then people
Right,
go check the full thing
right,
out.
right. Of
Yeah,
course, I like that. So, wait, you playing stuff off of SoundCloud?
yeah.
Wait, what is it? I want to see.
Oh well, I mean, I'm just gonna name them. Dash. It might not. I might not play them in order. Dash. Prologue or
Oh,
Pearly.
don't play them songs. Them songs so old as hell.
Well, but man, the motherfuckers are hidden, bro.
Oh, you listen to them like you like
Yeah,
them? Oh, okay, okay. Well,
yeah.
if you already listened to them, then yeah, go ahead. We should definitely squeeze in some newer shit though too.
Oh
Them
yeah,
songs
for sure.
old as man. So them songs old. But yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
We. I mean, how old are we talking?
So Prologue is from an album that I did called The Book. I think I came out with that in like 2018, I think.
Oh, not too old.
It's old to me though. That's like my
Yeah,
first like full project that I had put out.
bro.
People don't even know about that. We getting in deep cuts. That's kind of hard. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, bro, like I said, man, like if well, I mean, I didn't say this, but the music I get or like to play at around this part is it's based on what I like,
Yeah,
not what your numbers do.
yeah.
Like
That's I like that. I
you
like
know,
that. I'm
like,
just surprised because like that's because I don't got those on like Spotify and all that shit. But my Spotify shit is like my newest shit.
okay.
But that I'm glad you like that shit though, because that shit I still like that shit. I was trying to be a rapper.
No, bro, some fire shit. I might say, bro. Like,
Appreciate it.
yeah, man. I kind of wish I knew about your Spotify, bro. I would have definitely been on
I
there.
thought I had sent it to you, but shit, we
Yeah.
can. I can point you to some good ones. We can.
All right, so for everybody that's listening, man, we're in the jukebox hour. We're gonna listen to some old Indigo Chi.
It's oldies.
Out my hand, got a job. Would've saved the money that I spent on all the weed that I bought. I would've never got caught, cause the cops would've never even had a reason to get behind me and pull me over every time like I had season tickets. Would've even visited my grandmama in person. Wish I could go back to do the dishes for my mom instead of cursing at her, calling her a bitch. Would've did
Man, that shit. I forgot about that shit. That's crazy, man. That's like, and I made that all them songs on that shit. I made the. Me and my homie Brandon had made the beats to them bitches too, except
Okay.
for like a couple of mine. But yeah, that one we definitely made the beat. I did all the guitar stuff on the beat and the bass and stuff.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. And may I ask, is this you off-brand Shy?
So off brand is my homie Brandon.
Okay, okay,
So when
okay.
we produced together, we would always be off brand child because me and him was like the like this my SoundCloud stuff is like the era of me and him making music together. So like that was a time after I had to get the laptop back. So I
Okay.
didn't have a laptop, so he had the laptop, so he wanted to learn. So I was teaching him hella shit, and we just made a bunch of music through learning and shit. That shit kind of crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, I didn't hear Run One. Is this the same type of vibe, or is it more?
Uh, I would say it's kind of it's similar.
Okay.
The Run One definitely has some more like changes in it. Like it switches to different parts, but definitely like in terms of topic,
Hmm.
that's I definitely called it Run Two for a reason. The Run One, I don't even remember what it sounded like, but I remember the feeling being the same though.
Okay. I don't know why, bro. It's just this type of music, right? The one we just listen to, like, I don't know. I just certain things I can relate to.
Yeah,
So
man,
that.
if you like this, just wait till I show you some of the new shit. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, definitely evolved. Went from Charizard to
Well, I mean, based on man. Well, like I didn't know, like this is your old stuff, but I mean, even in your old stuff, bro, you have changes. For
mm,
example, Run One, we just listened to the vibe. Guns,
Guns is hard. That
y-
song clapping.
yeah, like you see the difference though, right? You
All
kind
right,
of.
that's definitely too. They're a little bit. Guns is a little bit newer. That song hard. I forgot about that song. Man, you digging up all. This is the rise interview. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, yeah, man. At the end of the day, I definitely want to leave the artist like I didn't just get you for clout, man. Like
Right?
I'm
Yeah, yeah,
actually
yeah.
interested in what you're doing.
Of course, and that's crazy too. That because like even making this music, I remember being like, I want this shit to be raw, so that even when I get to a point where my music is better, I want people to look back at this and be like, man, he still went crazy at this stage. So like, it's coming full circle for sure. That shit crazy.
Yeah, yeah, man. Shit.
I shoot it. I spray with the bang and I stain on a bitch. Spray with a lane, you always be lit. They lay drop kick, hop then whip. Anywhere I go, I don't need no lift. Lock in, no clock out on shift. No days off, I'ma get my chip. I'ma lift my fist to the sky, get high, we ride. Pop my clip to the side. Fire, I send it to light on my desk. I'ma get to the decimal. Got 4-5 to the eye. Out of sight, till he's out of mind like an exit wound. Steady line on my pedigree. Act like gratitude, be the pedigree. Why? Probably die for the kid. If you live, you lucky I'm letting you ride.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was going stupid on that beat.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, at first, bro, I thought you grabbed the Brandon. I thought he was like a
Yeah.
snippet or what's it called when they grab it? Uh,
Uh.
a sample.
Yeah.
Sample.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
it was a sample or something.
Yeah. No. So this is so weird. So like when I was recording at the time, I didn't really trust like downloading shit off YouTube, but I don't know why. But like
For copyright reasons or?
no, not even like that. Like I didn't trust the YouTube to MP3. Like you
Oh,
know what
okay,
I'm
okay.
saying. So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
used to just like plug my phone into one of the inputs on my interface and just record the beat.
Yeah.
But I happened to be on the phone with him while I was recording the beat. So like anything he said, like got recorded in with the beat. And like there's a whole part too in the original that I have on my laptop and shit. There's a
Yeah.
whole part at the end where he's because he had just moved to Arizona. He's talking about like man, that shit was so funny. He coming to the camera talking about man. He was like got some coffee and some weed, and then he was like, "You ever been to Dutch Bros?" That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know if if you can tell. Well, obviously you can tell because you made it, but like you you can from run to guns, like you can switch the flow.
Yeah, like with guns, because Run 2, that everything on that project, we were like trying to do it as a project. So like we were trying to have everything be the same type of whatever. But Guns was just like a random song I had made in my apartment. So like I had found the beat and like the words was coming to my head a little bit, and I was like, damn, I could do like a like I was trying to I don't know, like the reason for it is like you know the term like guns and butter.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted the lyrics to be guns and I wanted the instrumental to be butter. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's smooth, but I'm talking that shit. Like I don't know. I'd be trying to mix up stuff like that.
And it says produced by Hidden Oasis.
Oh yeah, I just found on YouTube.
Oh,
I
okay,
don't
okay, okay.
even. I was giving credit at that time. Now I just be.
Okay.
I
I
probably
mean,
shouldn't say that.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I don't know how it works, you know. So like, yeah, man.
It works like you download the beat from YouTube and then it works. You know. I probably really shouldn't say that. Like, but I mean, shit. If something I had ever blew up, I'd give credit. But
Okay.
if it's not gonna blow up, produced by Indigo Chi. No, I'm just playing.
No, yeah, but man,
But yeah,
yeah, yeah. So, guys, we're gonna get to the next one for sure. This one is like it's hard to, it's really hard to determine, man. It's like either the first or the second. But for sure, it's Run Two. It has to be the first one,
mm.
and then
That
this
was your
one.
favorite out of what you listened to?
Well, the thing is, like, well, the three songs, Run Two, Dash, and Thoughts Two. Those are like my top three, but it's kind of hard to really place them because
Right.
they're like, I don't know, like just really my favorite.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that you actually like took the time to actually listen to that shit. And, like,
Well,
it's
yeah,
really
man.
my favorite
Yeah, yeah, bro. I definitely don't want to bring somebody on and they have music and I didn't listen to them
for sure.
because then I feel like an asshole. You know,
Right.
like, oh, bro, I really like that song you did. And like, oh, what's your favorite part? Like,
The beginning.
yeah, right. When you were like the glizzies came out and stuff. Like, bro, that was a love song. Like, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. But you know,
That's
but yeah, like as I grew, bro, I was like, you know, I definitely have to give people, like, I have to give people my, or not my time, but like, I have to give time to listen to the craft, you know.
of course.
But this one's another favorite, guys.
Why would I lose it? I was just doing good. She just finna roll up. Keep my feet up. Cooling. I just be looking to show you. Cause she always look like a nudist. I just be hanging with shooters. I got the piece like a Buddhist. I don't be rolling. I just be smoking. Might be feeling like a computer. Hop in the road. I'm finna slide. I just be looking at the stars and lines. I'm like I'm watching my mind. Lately, ain't it now? Rolling my time, yeah. Look at my season, even I breathe. This is the reason they don't be trying, yeah. Down here, shawty gon' do that shit. Ice in my window, life like I'm plenty of. Why would I lose it? I be just doing
Man,
Well,
that shit
I
crazy.
don't know. I was like, but
That song, there was a lot that went into that song. That was a YouTube beat, but like if you hear the flute, that was my homie Artrell. So we was at
okay.
Jazz House when I was doing that. So my
Yeah,
homie
yeah, yeah.
Artrell, the saxophone is my homie Travis. And like we did all the ooh, whoa, ooh, wait, all them shits. We got like
Yeah.
man, there's even like a layer in there on that slow part of Jimmy like throat singing, like it's just like a low rumble that we fade in like real quick, like just man, we was putting a lot into that shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
crazy. That's
Yee.
the music that was from that time was definitely crazy. That's the single from the album that may or may not come out
Okay,
one
okay.
day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was the one I waited too long on a little bit, but it's gonna come. I'm gonna make it like a secret album or something and make it like physical copies or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Ooh, that'd be dope, bro. I mean, I definitely love my physical copy,
Oh
man.
God,
So, man, ask who's the one singing?
that's me. I did all of this. That's I
What?
did all the vocals that was on me.
It
Yeah,
sounded like an Ashton Kutcher type of
yeah.
thing.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, I don't know. I started getting my around that time. Started getting I don't know. I think it was from the jazz. Like I just want to make songs. You know what I'm
yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that captivates me when music is music. Like I don't know, it's beautiful.
No,
But
no,
yeah.
definitely is, bro. Shit.
And when you mix the lyrics and that's when I started getting more into freestyling too. When you mix the lyrics and the melody, like you can get some real interesting flavors that you wouldn't have expected yourself to do, like and bring out the emotion.
Oh no, it definitely does, bro. Fucking, I know I definitely got emotional on Run Two and Dash,
Mm.
or is it Prologue? Man, I'm a horrible reader.
No, you good. I'm a horrible writer, shit. That's why I be freestyling.
But yeah, bro, I can honestly say that some of your music has gotten me emotional.
Shit, I appreciate it. I be trying to you know what
Reach
I'm
the
saying?
soul, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, for
yeah,
sure. I can I can put you on to some shit.
yeah, yeah.
We could go on
When I got the pressure on me, tell them I can't hear it. When I got the tits on, you can see my cities. I can feel my fears when I'm far away. Can't look in the mirror when I'm gone. I pray I come back again. I just need a friend. She just wanna fuck. I hope it never ends. We'll never be in love. Pussy take my soul, but I'll never take my love. That's why I wake up all alone. Gotta get high, hit the plug. The only thing I trust. These days in my city, they don't think they only buck. We run out in the rain. My heart ran out of pain. If it feel good, it feel great. I know it never be enough. Bitch, you know that I got options. Why you acting stupid? Acting stuff that it was Cupid and I let it go. Fuck that hoe, I keep it pushing till I push it days. Never stop to smell the flowers, I just let them grow.
That's definitely one of my favorite songs I ever made. That shit goes crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you do something different with the vocals?
So like that was I think that was me starting to develop a little bit more my vocal style because that was like once I moved in with Zig, that was really like I started really getting to know myself as an artist. So like that was definitely one of them songs that was like a moment for me. I recorded it by myself, but it was like and I remember the day after we recorded it, we went to Arizona to go visit our friends out there.
Okay.
And I remember that being like the song I was showing everybody because that was like my newest song. And I just remember being like, this song got something to it. Like I don't know, like when I be the way I put together like words, like sometimes just be I don't know. It's like I be listening to it and I be like, damn, I did that shit. Like not to be cocky, but it's just
Yeah.
like this is really beautiful music. Like I don't know, I be hitting my own soul a little bit. And also, I'm trying to think of what song. Oh yeah, we don't gotta listen to it because I was gonna show you a different song, but there's a song on my newest project where I said cause up to that point, Tears was the last song I like wrote, like physically wrote. So there's a part in that song where I said damn what I say. I said some like I can't write no more because I got teardrops in my pages. So it's like I can't write. I didn't ever write after that. So it's like I can't write no more because I got tears in my pages. Like I don't know shit like that. I didn't do that intentionally. So it's like when shit be lining up like that, I'd be like, music is crazy. Like
Yeah,
god
yeah,
damn,
yeah.
this shit crazy.
Um, would you say that's mm, not like Was it because love or because of pain that made you
It's
draw?
probably because of Molly. No, no, but it was really like when I make songs that's like that. When I make songs that have like a lot of like deeper emotion in it,
Mhm.
I don't think it'd be one thing. Like I think like because obviously I'm talking about relationships a little bit in there, so it's
Yeah.
like I don't think that was ever about one relationship. It's kind of like an amalgamation of just like the feelings that one may go through when being, you know what I'm saying? Like we really not even supposed to be dating because that's like you just kind of go, I don't know, like to me, maybe it's just because it's none, but I'll be fully like marriage seems raw to me now. Like I don't know, but yeah, when you in that in between when, cause like when you get married to somebody, like you're married to them, like you know that y'all together, but like when you're in that in between and it's like how I said, I just need a friend. She just want to fuck. I hope it never end. We will never be in love. Like
Yeah,
that's feelings that people go through for real. Like,
I didn't want to say it like straight out, like um, breakup or relationship.
yeah, it's more like it's more just like the experience of a situationship where
Mm,
somebody has these feelings inside of them, but like because of the status of the relationship, it's not that deep. Like you would never express this to whoever you fucking with, but
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
have that still. Like everybody gonna have emotion towards shit like that, regardless.
Yeah, man. I definitely feel that. What was the other song you wanted to play?
And I got a Mac 11 in my hand, don't get out of hand. Nah, I don't do beef, I've been only eating lamb. You was playing with a wolf and the sheepskin hand me down. Love pussy wolfing all that cat need a gown. Wild bitch tryna push that cat need a pimp. Notice you ain't never had a man. Bitch, get up on the strip, ain't no Cadillac simple. I don't need sleep cause I got enough daydreams. Baby, in the mood. Cause I ain't got time if you ain't gon' pay me. Cases get tested on the day. My homies going through and know they think that I can't see. But I've been praying for them in my free time. Know that they can feel it when it's crunch time. They just tell me cook it, then it's lunchtime. Tell me if I'm crazy if I say that I love my demon. They gon' tell me more about me than y'all will. They don't got to drive this in me like I will. I'm up with good crystal ball, I see all things. They never getting past me now. Real love past the blood like an offering. So leave me off, protect my spirit. Hope you hear when I'm exhausted. And I can't take no more. I get a blue face, now I can take shot, gotta score. Shot clock on the board, I'm stressed, but I stay on the course, I'm blessed. Pray that whatever's for me gon' come. Until then, I'ma stay numb. Bitch said I get too high, but I don't think I get high enough. This shit I stay on my mind. I bet I know what you been thinking. No, I'm only human, see too much. Probably why I usually think too much. But I stay on my grind. I could give a fuck if you went on my time. I don't need
I like that. I like
Yeah, that shit hard.
that.
Appreciate it.
Did you produce the beat
No,
or?
I actually didn't make that beat, but I did all them little crazy transitions and shit, like at the beginning and the end and that type of thing. Like I be doing them little shits like that. But yeah, I
Did,
didn't make the actual beat though.
did you do the guitar thing?
No, no, no.
No.
I
Oh,
didn't.
okay.
I wish I made that beat. That's one of the beats that like. So that's actually like the was kind of the point of that project. Like all my projects before then had been all produced by me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to do a project with that wasn't produced by me at all. So like the what's it called? The deluxe version. There's actually 3 tracks at the beginning that are produced by me. I had to throw something in there. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But the rest of the project, the main Dreamland shit, all of that shit is YouTube beats. And I just wanted to see like
Okay.
because normally my process would be like make beats, make songs to the beats, and then I have songs. You know what I'm saying? But like I wanted to just be like in artist mode all the time and not have to go into producer mode and just be like, let me go find a beat I like, make a song, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
wanted to see what would happen when I did that.
Interesting,
Yeah.
interesting, bro. I mean, I don't know if other people. I mean, I for sure. Nobody has told me that. Like
Right.
they wanted to try something different where they actually, if they're producers or engineers or whatever, they didn't.
Right. Yeah. I always that's my biggest thing is like whenever I'm ready for like a new project to happen, it's got to be something like that's obviously different. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, yeah,
the artistry, the craft, like that can all be the same, but like it's got to be something that whether it's even if it's not something in the music, even if it's something in my life that's different. Like it's got to be something that's different about the energy that I bring to the music. it can't just be the same all the time. Because then I start to feel like I'm making the same song over and over again.
Okay, yeah. That's definitely dope, bro. I definitely can't wait to see what you got coming, man.
I appreciate it. I can't wait either. I don't even know what it's gonna be.
But yeah, guys, we're about that. It can't really give you a time because some of it's gonna get cut. But
Inshallah.
we're at the end, man, and usually around this time, I like to give some people some art. It's not really high quality, man, because I didn't have that much time. But
Oh, that's all good.
some art.
Yeah, okay, cool. I
Yeah.
like this. I damn near like put this on, figure out how to put this on my laptop or something.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, man. I definitely appreciate you coming on.
Oh,
Giving
is
me
these
some.
stickers?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, these definitely going on my laptop for sure.
Yeah. Give me some more time, bro. I definitely cook up something better.
For sure, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. But I appreciate this anyway, though. This raw.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Hell yeah. So for anybody watching out there, definitely go follow Indigo Shy on.
Indigo Chi on shit.
Where do you prefer them to
I
go check?
prefer, well, really, okay, so it's like, I prefer Twitter, really, but also, though, Instagram cool. I be funny on there sometimes. But
Yeah.
Twitter is like, I take Twitter serious sometimes.
Ooh,
But
yeah. And to tell you the truth, I think you're like, I think the second or first person to really be like, follow
Twitter,
me. Yeah, on
man,
Twitter.
Twitter falling off a little bit, but it's still fun though. If you got good friends on Twitter, it'd be fun.
Okay.
Also, check out Zxggy though. This is coat right here.
Oh yeah,
Go
definitely.
get a Hush brand coat. These coats hard. He also got sweatsuits, shirts, all that type of good stuff.
Yeah, I'll definitely put a link in the video and
Oh
shit.
God, yeah, definitely do that as well.
Um, wait, well, what if for your music?
Oh yeah, so for my music, Spotify, Apple Music,
Okay,
YouTube,
cool,
I'm on
cool.
all that stuff. Just Indigo Child. You might. I'm trying to figure out how to get it to where I pop up first. But like if you search like Indigo Child Dreamland or like Indigo, you know what I'm saying? Like an album title, Indigo Child. Like any of the titles of the songs that
Hmm.
was on the podcast, just Indigo Child, that song title, you'll find me.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Inshallah, I'll make it easier in the future to. I don't know. I gotta figure out how to do that because Indigo Child and all that stuff be popping up. That's not me.
Yeah, but I definitely do be letting the artist know when like because somebody came on and I typed their name on YouTube, but like this female rapper would
Mm.
come up and shit. I was like, I told him like, hey, bro, you know this? When I type in your name, this pops up, and he's like,
Yeah,
oh no, I gotta fix that.
I can send you links to put in the description of the video too.
Oh yeah,
If
for
that's
sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
dude,
easy.
definitely do that because it definitely saves me time.
Yeah, I can definitely do that. I'll
Yeah.
send it to you for sure.
And until then, guys, let's definitely follow Indigo Shy. Stay safe. Stay tuned.